A tragic traffic accident in Pompano Beach, Florida, has resulted in the deaths of 3 teenagers, according to the Broward Sheriff's Office. The crash, which occurred late at night, has sent shockwaves through the local community and raised renewed concerns about road safety, teen driving behavior, and the growing number of fatal crashes across the United States. Law enforcement officials stated that the vehicle involved was carrying multiple occupants when it suddenly lost control. The car then crashed into a fixed object with extreme force. Emergency responders rushed to the scene within minutes, but despite immediate medical intervention, 3 teenagers were pronounced dead. A fourth individual was reportedly transported to a nearby hospital with serious injuries. Authorities have not yet released the identities of the victims, as next of kin notifications were still underway. Officials emphasize that the investigation is ongoing and that all possible contributing factors are being examined carefully. The crash site painted a grim picture. The vehicle sustained severe damage and debris was scattered across the roadway, indicating the intensity of the impact. Investigators closed off the affected section of the road for several hours while forensic teams documented evidence, measured skid marks, and assessed the surrounding environment. Preliminary findings suggest that speed may have played a role in the crash, though officials have not confirmed this as the primary cause. Law enforcement agencies consistently warn that excessive speed significantly increases the likelihood of fatal injuries, especially when combined with nighttime driving conditions. Driving at night presents unique challenges, particularly for young and inexperienced drivers. Reduced visibility, fatigue, and fewer cars on the road can create a dangerous illusion of safety. Experts say this often leads drivers to underestimate risks, overestimate their abilities, and make decisions they might not make during daytime traffic. This tragedy is not an isolated incident. Across the United States, motor vehicle crashes remain one of the leading causes of death among teenagers. According to traffic safety studies, teen drivers are more likely to engage in risky behaviors such as speeding, failing to wear seatbelts, and driving with multiple passengers, all factors that dramatically increase crash risk. Florida, in particular, has seen a troubling rise in serious and fatal crashes involving young drivers in recent years. Rapid urban development, increased traffic congestion, and wider access to high-performance vehicles have made roadways more dangerous, especially in suburban and coastal areas like Pompano Beach. Community members living near the crash site described hearing a loud impact followed by sirens moments later. Many residents expressed deep sadness and disbelief, noting that such a violent crash occurred in an area familiar to families and students. In the hours following the accident, makeshift memorials began appearing along the roadside. Flowers, candles, and handwritten messages were placed by friends, classmates, and strangers alike. These memorials reflect the collective grief of a community mourning lives lost far too soon. Local schools have reportedly taken steps to support students affected by the tragedy. Counselors and mental health professionals are being made available to help young people process the loss of peers. Experts say that sudden deaths involving teenagers can have a lasting psychological impact, often causing anxiety, depression, and heightened fear among classmates. Law enforcement officials emphasized that crash investigations are complex and time-consuming. Investigators are expected to analyze vehicle data recorders, review traffic camera footage, and conduct toxicology tests to determine whether alcohol, drugs, or other impairing factors were involved. Modern vehicles are equipped with advanced safety technologies, but experts caution that no amount of technology can fully protect occupants when vehicles are driven at high speeds or in unsafe conditions. Seatbelts, airbags, and crash avoidance systems reduce risk, but they cannot overcome the physics of high-impact collisions. The incident has reignited public discussion about teen driving laws and safety measures. Florida currently enforces graduated driver licensing programs designed to limit nighttime driving and passenger numbers for young drivers. However, safety advocates argue that enforcement and awareness remain inconsistent. Parents and guardians are being urged to have ongoing conversations with teens about responsible driving. Safety experts stress that one-time warnings are not enough. Continuous dialogue, clear boundaries, and real-world examples are essential in shaping safer driving habits.
Transportation officials also point to the role of peer influence. Studies show that the presence of teenage passengers significantly increases the likelihood of risky driving behavior. Distractions, encouragement to speed, and social pressure can all contribute to dangerous decision-making behind the wheel. Beyond individual responsibility, the tragedy highlights broader infrastructure concerns. Some residents have raised questions about road design, lighting conditions, and traffic calming measures in the area where the crash occurred. While no official connection has been made, experts note that road engineering plays a crucial role in accident prevention. Nationwide, traffic fatalities have surged since the pandemic years, reversing decades of progress in road safety. Analysts cite a combination of factors, including increased speeding, aggressive driving, reduced traffic enforcement, and behavioral changes during and after lockdown periods. For families affected by this crash, the statistics offer little comfort. 3 young lives were lost in a